Hey, what's going on YouTube? So I wanted to do a quick little breakdown video on this particular gun. It's one of my favorite guns. It's a Smith & Wesson M&P 45. Now the breakdown is pretty much the same, I believe, across the board from your 9mm, 357, 40, 45, and so on. So they all are pretty much the same. If they're not, you can always refer to your owner's manual to double check. But anyways, the reason why I wanted to make this video I thought it was pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. I never read my owner's manuals because most of the breakdown is pretty straightforward and simple. And instead of reading it, because some manuals are a little bad, best thing to do is just take it, break it down, reassemble, do it again and again and again until you have the thing memorized, put into a blueprint, stored in your brain, whatever you do to make you memorize stuff, and then you're off and good to go. So again, the reason why I wanted to do this video is me and a couple buddies went firing. My buddy has a M&P 40, and we're just doing it, breaking down our guns, cleaning it. He made a comment that kind of had me puzzled. He said, man, I really love the Smith & Wesson M&P models because you don't have to clean the firing pin. And I said, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, because there's no way to get to your firing pin. And I said, did you just really hear what you just said? Like, what if your firing pin breaks? Like, how do you get it? I don't know. I'll just send it to Smith & Wesson. I'm like, no, bro, you can replace the firing pin yourself. And I was kind of shocked because he was an avid gun collector and a gun enthusiast. And he didn't know that. So it got me thinking, well, maybe I'll go ahead and post a video. Somebody out there might have a model, an M&P model, and has never cleaned their firing pin. Or some people say, well, do you have to? If I take it to the range and I shoot, 50, 100, 150 rounds, generally I won't. I'll just do the rough general breakdown. If I put down more than 500 rounds, then yeah, I'll take the firing pin out and clean it. It's like 5 extra minutes to do. No, I take that back. It's more like 2 minutes to do. But for the guys that want to do it every single time, feel free. For the guys like me, where I'm like, 250 rounds isn't a big deal, especially for this gun. I'll wait till I break over at least 500. So, anyways, we'll do a quick weapon inspection, make sure that the gun is safe to handle. Prior to that, the reason why I do this, and the reason why I enforce it in all my videos, if you ever watch any of my videos, is because safety is very, very, very important, dear to my heart. A couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, a U.S. Navy SEAL, active member, was serving 13, 14 years down in San Diego, and true story. Went out, had a couple of drinks, met a girl, brought her home, started showing her his nice gun collection, and somehow he failed to check one of his guns, and a round was inside, shot, and killed himself. Believe that, right? You're talking about a Navy, active military, Navy SEAL, special operations guy, handling thousands and thousands of different weapons, knows just about every gun, how to break them down, reassemble, whatever, okay, MacGyver the gun to make it work, and in one moment, because he failed to double check his gun or failed to go through safety inspection, shot and killed himself. That's just, it's crazy. So I'm not a Navy SEAL guy. I'm not Special Forces. I'm not military or police. So, and I always double check my gun. So I definitely encourage you guys out there to do the same, okay? So what we're going to go ahead and do is release the magazine, drop the bag. I know the weapon's clear, but for video sake and purposes and safety, we're going to check. Magazine's out, clear. Okay, we're going to pull our slide back, lock it in position. We're going to look down. Looks good. Nothing in there. Visually look down. Nothing inside the barrel. And again, I just kind of like to stick my finger in there, visualize it, and physically jive my finger in there, check it out, make sure that there's not a live round in there. If you're having extraction problems, that could potentially happen. Maybe he had an extraction issue with one of his guns, and he goes dry fires and, shoots himself. So anyways, so you're going to take your special tool. This tool here comes with a gun. I've replaced mine with one that has a lanyard clip. Okay, so this is my breakdown tool that I keep with my gun. Now there's a clip in here that you're going to pop down, and I can't show you now because it's kind of hard to do it, but I will show you once I take the rail off. So you just go ahead and pop that guy down. From there, you're going to take this little lever down, breakdown lever, push it down, and then release the slide. She should slide off easy peasy. Simply easy, right? Whatever. Okay, so we'll push that off to the side. We'll leave that right back here for right now. Now that piece that I was referring to just a second ago, is this tiny piece here. Okay, you see this guy here that I'm pointing at? That guy right there is the one that we need to take off. So, or not take off, but push down. So in its original resting position, it's going to look like this. So what you're going to do is take your little special breakdown tool, or if you have a small pick, whatever, grab that little guy right there, push her down. There you go, with her down all the way, as far as it'll go. Then that's when you're going to push this lock release level down, and then release the slide. Should pop slide off really easy. Okay, so then we'll go to the breakdown. Again, anything under 500 rounds, I will not go through. This is pretty much my breakdown in cleaning. Take down your retention spring, clean it, and wipe it down, re-oil. Okay, take your barrel, slide it forward, and then she pops right off. Okay, and that's pretty much down the under 500 round breakdown. Clean, re-lube, clean the barrel, wipe all that down, spray it, spray inside here, trigger well with some rim oil or whatever cleaning agent you use, and that's it. Anything over 500 rounds, then I'll take the extra step. This here's the extra step. Okay, so when you're looking down in here, barrel facing down towards the ground, we're going to see this tiny little white clip right here. That tiny little white clip, what you're going to do is you're going to push it down using your special tool or pick. Okay, and when you push down, okay, this guy here, you're going to push forward. Pops right off. That simple. And then you have your guy right there, which is almost already off. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little safety tool, put our finger over. Oh, I guess it popped off when I did that. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so anyways, put your finger over, push it down. Firing pin does pop out. Doesn't come out too hard. Now I did clean the gun earlier, about 10 minutes ago, so maybe I didn't quite push it all the way down in place to lock it in place. Let me just do a quick little inspection on it real quick. Yeah, no, she looks good. Yeah, a little dirty. I did clean out in there, but it looks like there's some leftover residue and oil there. Let me just spray it in there real quick, guys. Grab me a Q-tip. Sorry. Thought I'd clean it. Oh, there we go. Still a little dirty. Alright. So yeah, I just took a little tiny Q-tip, stuck it down in there, kind of cleaned it out, sprayed in a little rim oil. She should be good to go. So now the breakdown, the reassembly, opposite, guys. Go ahead and take your little firing pin, slide it back into place, like so. Okay. Make sure you line up all the grooves right, guys. Okay. If it doesn't fit the first time and you have to use a lot of force, you're probably not assembling it right. Okay. So you want to take it to, you should not have to be trying to do one of these things to try to push it in place. If you're doing that, that means your shit's not going in right. Okay, so then basically what you're going to do here, grab this little guy, push it down. Firing pin should slide down. You don't have to jam down on it. Push it down, it should slide down. Now, this piece of plastic right here, you are going to have to use a little force on this one. Basically take your special tool, line her up. Okay, and then what you're just going to do is you just give it a gentle push. And then she should lock in place, just like so. Okay? Again, you don't have to use a lot of force, just enough to push it down, because that spring is kind of under some heavy tension. So then you're going to take your piece that you removed. It's going to slide right down where it should. It's not going to slide all the way down, guys. Why? That little piece of plastic's in the way. So all we're going to do is put our thumb over it, our special tool, push down, boom, locked in place, ready to go. Similarly, put your barrel back in, slide her back in place, take your retention spring. Only goes in one way, guys, so if you look at the tiny little hex mark, that's always the front of the barrel. That goes to the front of the gun. Okay, line it up, pops into place. Okay, then from there, go ahead and slide your gun back into place, push it all the way back, lock it in place, pop your lever there, and you're good to go. That's pretty much it. The breakdown's pretty much straightforward. That little tiny clip here, you don't have to worry about pushing it up. You can do it with your finger, or you can stick your magazine in there. The main thing is you want to make sure that this guy is put in the lock position. If this guy's not put in the lock position, and you go to slide push your rail forward, your slide forward, it's gonna fly off. Okay, so once that's in the lock position, again, I know it's clear. Okay, for some guys that just really want to just do it, slide this guy back into place. It pushes that lever back into place. Lock it up, and she's ready to go. That's pretty much it, fellas. Okay. Any questions on how to break this down, feel free to leave me a comment, question, whatever you want to put down at the bottom there. If you like my video and you want to see others, go ahead and subscribe. You know, I don't care if you subscribe or not, but yeah. But definitely post your questions if you guys have any. Without further ado, thanks guys for watching, spending the last 10 minutes with me going through this breakdown. And remember to obey all your local gun laws out there, guys. And when you're out there, practice safety, and maybe I'll catch you guys on the range. Take care. You guys have a good one.